Hey everybody, it's Kyle here again, and today I'm going to show you how you can create your very own Google ad. And a Google ad is a way that you can get more exposure to your website or landing page or some page that you've created, whether it's to get leads for your doTERRA business or your business in general, or just to get overall traffic so that you can increase your exposure online. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started and create an ad that will send traffic to this page. So the first thing we want to do is go to Google AdWords, which is adwords.google.com. And you're going to need a Google account to sign into Google AdWords. And as you can see, it's already taken me to the dashboard. For you, if you haven't signed in yet, it will take you to a sign-in page. But here you'll be able to manage all the ads that you create, which means you can create multiple ads that are linking to different pages, and it will give you all the statistics for those ads. So the first thing we want to do is come here to this campaign button, and it's going to give you some options. Click on the first option here. It will just give you the most amount of traffic. And so on this page, it's going to ask you brief bits of information about the ad you're creating. So actually, this is for the campaign that we're creating. So we have to create a campaign first and then create an ad group. So the campaign name for this that we'll create is, we'll call it How to Grow Dough. So for future ads, we can just categorize them within this campaign. So for the type, just leave it. We've already selected the first option, so we'll just leave that the way it is. Load settings, you could load settings from other campaigns if you had them. We'll leave that for now. These networks, let's leave all these checks. Devices, yeah, leave that as well. Locations is important. So if you're trying, for example, to build your doTERRA business in a specific market or a specific area of the country, you can actually come to Let Me Choose here and type in, for example, if you're looking at Chicago. There you go. And it tells you the potential reach of Chicago, Illinois. And also you could say, maybe I'm looking at San Diego, California. You could add that as well. And there you go. So you can see your potential reach for these two cities really quickly. And you can add as many as you'd like. It will up the reach that you could have, which is good. And so it's a really great way for you to target specific areas that you're looking for. Languages is good as well. You could add, Spanish or particular markets. But you have to be careful because the page that you're creating is probably in English. So if they don't have a good translator tool on their browser, they'll come to a page that's written in English and, you just spent money for nothing. So be sure that you've got a page that can be translated. And, if you speak Spanish, translate it into Spanish as well. And maybe you'll create a different ad for the Spanish language. So think that through. I would just keep it as English for now. And then down here is the bid strategy that you can set. There's a few options. I normally leave it to our menu, set my bids for my clicks. But in this instant, we'll let AdWords set the bids to help maximize clicks, as it says. And what's great about Google AdWords is you can set a budget for your day. So you don't have to spend thousands of dollars a month on this. If you're like, hey, I have a few extra dollars a day. If I want to spend, $2 a day, $60 a month, that's not bad. Or you can just spend one. But obviously, the lower amount of money that you put in means fewer results. So, and what will happen is if, say each click costs 50 cents, once you hit 4 clicks on a $2 per day budget, your ad will not show up anymore on there. So it won't show up until the next day, which is good and bad. And obviously you won't spend any more money, but your exposure will not be out there anymore. So see what you can work out. We'll just set it for $2 per day for now. And then add extensions. This is good if you have a local business or a shop or something that people can call. You can add a phone number here. You can add site links as well to different parts of your website, as well as a location, if you want people to find you. We're not going to have physical location or anything, so we'll just save and continue. And now is where we create our ad group. So this name right here is just the name of our ad group. The customer won't see it, so you could call it homepage or something. We'll just call it that for now. And this is the fun part. This is where we actually create the ad. And so the headline, just for an example, let's call it, you want it to be something that catches people attention. Maybe I'll just say, doTERRA tips and tricks. Just something like that. It's not great. It wouldn't catch tons of attention, but it'll do for now. And as you probably saw right here, so I typed that in on this right-hand side, it changed as well. So it's real-time changing, which is fun. You can see what it would look like to someone who's online. The description line, that gives you 35 characters, and so you're going to want to describe what the person will get if they click on your ad. So, in this case, for How to Grow Dough, they're getting online trainings for your doTERRA business. So maybe we'll say learn. Let's see. Maybe we'll say learn ways. And then I had to go to the next line, as you saw, because it told me I was getting low on characters. And then maybe I'll say doTERRA business here. Okay, good. So it fits just barely. So learn ways you can expand a doTERRA business online for free. It's something very simple. You could think this through. You want this to be really good copy so that people will look at that and say, that's great. I want to click on that. I'll just do that simple for now, just so you can see how it works. So the display URL is what the person will see in green as the web address. So I'll just say howtogrowdough.com. And what's cool is you can actually set a destination URL. So this can be different. The person will actually see it. So if you want them just to see howtogrowdough.com or your web address, but you have a landing page called, like try a sample or something like that. Once it will see, it doesn't show here, but once they click on anywhere in this link, it will take them to this page. So it's pretty sweet, but I'm just going to leave it to howtogrowdough.com. And so this part is also very important down at the bottom, this keyword section. And keywords are basically the words and phrases that people will type into Google to find a result. So if someone was looking for doTERRA lemon oil, they would probably type doTERRA lemon oil, or buy doTERRA lemon oil, or try doTERRA lemon oil. Some phrase that people are looking for to find a result. So in this case, if I was trying to think of what people are typing in to find doTERRA marketing tips for online, maybe I would just put doTERRA marketing or doTERRA tips, something like that. That's very simple, but you could put, as it says here, 10 to 20 keywords. I'll just put 2 for now because I don't really care. And in an upcoming video, we'll talk more about the strategy in creating keywords and ads. And as you know, this is just very straightforward and simple so that you know how to do it and that you can think through these keywords for your own website. So there you have it. Let's just create this ad group here. And once we've saved it, you can see I am basically set up, ready to go. And so I've got the preview of that here. It shows that I'm enabled. The group bids are set to auto. And basically it will, as it starts to get more exposure throughout the day, these numbers will change, obviously, because it'll say how many impressions, how many clicks you had. Clicks are self-explanatory. Impressions is how many people saw your ad. And then the click-through rate is obviously, this divided by this, as well as the average cost per click, which is derived off of the keywords that you've set. So some keywords will cost a little bit more to be ranked higher. And then here's the cost that you've actually paid. And then, so that's the last step that I have for you, is refine. And by refine, I mean, come back and check this often. Every day you should be looking at this dashboard and seeing what your average position is. And that's the average position that you've had for particular keywords within Google. So, maybe I'm ranking as number 1 for doTERRA marketing here, and maybe it's number 25 for doTERRA tips here. And so you'd want to look and see, how can I get this higher so more people are clicking on this ad, and then ultimately I'm converting more people to my website or buying more product. And so there you have it. That's how you can simply create your own Google ad. So look forward to a future video that explains more about the keyword research and the overall strategy on creating ads. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.